welcome in. This is Casey at the Guardian Oracle 33. How is everybody doing? If you're new, welcome in. If you're old, welcome in. I am a psychic medium, an intuitive, a busy mom. I got a lot of crap done today. I got taxes done, filed my final court paperwork, took my daughter to the orthodontist, which everything is like an hour and a half to 2 hours away. I was productive. I went grocery shopping. I made time to see a beautiful soul in my life who means so much to me. I love her so much, so that was a gift. And I made it to alive. Better late than never. And my hair is absolutely wild. Who is in here? Hi guys. Hi Jace. Snow, Moon, and Leo. It's so funny because I got caught in it. I should actually walk outside and show you guys. I'm gonna do it. I'm only gonna touch it once because I heard if you touch it more than twice, you're playing with it. So I live out in Idaho, and I live out in a very rural area on farmland and ranch. So I'm gonna step outside because that's why I was a little bit late. I walked out and I started, I started doing some work. As soon as I looked up, seeing the moon, you know, and I breathed my breath before I come out here to the shed from the house, and, you know, I just got my gratitudes, right? Call on my star being, especially when the stars are out, and I'm just, you know, here we go. Have no idea what's coming out, but here we go. And I looked up, and yeah, beautiful orb, beautiful portal above it. I'll show you guys the ring. Today too, and I'll post it. I was at Walmart. Gotta love that place, huh? Hip hip, hooray! Oh my gosh. And then my 17-year-old daughter goes to get a phone charger, gets in the car, plugs it in. OMG, it's the wrong one. I need the one with the C-type thing in it. I'm like, put it back in there, take it back in. We've got all day. We still have 2 hours to drive. But yeah, let's get your phone charged. Oh my God, my phone's on 1%. That iPhone, man, I'm telling ya. I'm going to step outside and show you guys. But there was, as I was waiting so patiently as the beautiful, wonderful mother that I am. This is us, guys. This is the little setup right here. It ain't much, but this is her. This is how we roll. We've got the little fireplace under there. Welcome to mi casa. My door's a dragon. Okay, let's turn this around. Alright, did I turn it around? Sorry guys, this is my first day. I turned it around. Yeah, and I came out here and I just started kind of praying in my, you know, light language, and it's absolutely stunning. That ring, well, it's gotten a lot bigger. You can kind of see it. I wish I could see it better. Sorry, I'm on my kids call it a roid. I'm on the Android. But there's a beautiful ring around it. I guess it's only meant for me to see. Oh, happy day. And I've got one star, and I don't even think, oh, it's a full black night, isn't it? Alright, hold on, coming over. Yeah, my phone's terrible. Oh, there she is. One star. Don't zoom too much. This is that one that always hangs out above the shed. And it just slowly makes its way over. That's what our video games looked like back in the day. Pretty much. Oh, see the green orb coming? Look at that. Can you see it? I'm a terrible backer outer. Alright, back in we go. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Fucking chilly. It's a little chilly out there. Would you close the fucking door already? Damn! Alright. We're back in the studio. What's up? If you guys are new here, we were checking out the full moon in Leo, snow moon, which is so funny. Today I ended up getting my kids some snow boots, $38 a pair, and they're like this big. Got them on sale today for $10, and they're all getting sandals and all these summer shoes out, and I started giggling. I'm like, right, you know, because when you're intuitive, you can kind of tell the weather a lot better than the weatherman, so I'm like, this is going to fucking snow, and I got my kids some fucking $10 boots. Good quality. All right. Feels very intuitive messages today because there's a lot of things that led up to me coming live. Well, I heard to me coming, period. So, collective energy. I have no idea what we're doing here. So, I'm just going to call in my guides. Ooh. Somebody's got a crushy. I've been feeling this energy all day. What's up, Puffin23764? This here's the 49er. How about those Eagles? Holla! What up, Marco? Polo. I stepped that day, Marco, once. I think I outplayed the polo part, though. Then I started giving him polo shirts for Christmas, and I guess he didn't like that either, being a cowboy and all. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, the highest bright light, I call you in. Archangel Michael, I ask that you would guard the gates as I open up any portals, tethers, ties. Listeners shall prosper. Welcome in. I would say I'm feeling the vibes of healers in here right now. Saint Germain, the violet flame, but I'm seeing green. I've got a Saint Judas Stella, but it's talking about the star. It's green. I've been clanking these glasses together all night. It's been like, tink. Well, not all night, just since I've been out here. All right. Underlining energy for the collective is the Three of Cups. Instantly got goosebumps up my legs. And in my stomach, I got a little nervous right now. You could be in a state, collective, and then I'm just going to channel messages. So it'll be intuitive. I'll channel it. I'll read from the cards, but I'm just going to, I'm going to jump around, and then I'm just going to bring the message. Just going to jump around and bring the message. Okay. Very specific message. I don't know if there's a wedding or we've got bridesmaids or the same dresses. I feel like for somebody, their mother is giving them away because perhaps your father isn't here at this time. I feel like if you are getting married, that you have, there's something with the Little and Big Dipper. I'm hearing Orion's belt, but if your mom, the mom's gone. The mom's gotten here. Because she's the only one that's not in a gown. Somebody could be going through a transformation right now. And when I say that, I mean transform to the other side. You could be getting ready to lose a parent or a friend or a sister or sibling or somebody. It's soul family. You guys could have went and got some tattoos, something to remind you of each other. And I really feel like this has something to do with stars. And I'm sorry, but it's starting to get emotional. Because I don't know what this looking is. But it feels, in my mediumship, in my intuitive, she's not here. And I don't know if these are sisters that are looking, you know, the mom saying, I'm here. When you gaze at the stars, I'm in the gaze. I see them through your eyes and I see you through them. Feels like there's a passed on mom here that wants to congratulate somebody on an engagement, a proposal. I heard pregnancy. There could actually be two sisters here that are pregnant at the same time, and their moms passed. We're best friends. Feels like somebody's been remembering. You could have went to a sacred place over the last couple of days, just something a place that you were drawn to. Maybe you don't know why you were drawn to it, but it feels like this spirit, right? We want to talk about the consciousness. You were guided out there. You were guided to go somewhere and see something at a specific space and time. This could have happened years ago. This doesn't have to have happened recently, but it feels like this is a memory. This is something that's in the collective overall energy, and it feels like because it looks like there's a transformation here from a loss and heavy grief. You know, it's like it's deep sorrow, you know, and I feel it. It like gets you in the throat chakra, and it's what you experience when you're so used to somebody being around and then they're not anymore, you know. It leaves a hole in your heart, and energetically you feel like you're missing something, you know, because that energy's no longer there. But it feels like if you haven't been looking at your grief, it feels like somebody is definitely looking at grief. And for somebody, this is about a family member that's gone, but, you know, this mom saying, I'm right there, you know. I heard, tell her about the salad. It's like the spirit hasn't gone yet. She watches you cook. You know, it's just like, this is and I'm hearing Diane, and I'm hearing Katie. I'm hearing Eloise. But it feels like, now we're going to get into this. And this is just a channel message coming out for this. But I will say it definitely gets me in my heart. You know, it feels, I can't see the chat. I feel it in my heart. I feel one thing after another. It's like, wow, if this is about your spiritual healing, or if this is about recognizing, it's like the meeting of the analytical minds. The great transpiration, is that a word? In a moment's second, these things aren't making sense. They're like conundrums. They play off of one another. It's like somebody's working really hard to, somebody here is definitely a medium. I can tell you that. Somebody here talks to spirits on the other side, and I am talking about in the benevolence way. I'm talking about passed on loved ones. You could be a channel or have the gift of mediumship, or the ability, because it feels like it's a very specific realm that you have. I'm hearing pervy to. So this realm is conditioned. Okay, so they're showing me a shaman, and this shaman opens these. I heard wormhole. Stargates. These stargates, and there's an echo. It feels like there could be three of them, or three things working simultaneously. I totally forgot what I was just saying before that. Stargates, but forgot what I was saying. Shaman. The beating of the drum. Boom, 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 boom. I can hear like a shaman dance. So you could be See, and these people look like they're passed over too here in the Three of Pentacles. See, because there's no background. There's no definition. It's like they just work. So we've got 3 people here, and we got 3 people here, 733. You could be born on July 3rd of 2003. 7 and 33, those could be like your favorite numbers. Those are the ones that you see. I personally am born on July 3rd. I think that that's interesting. Everything I have is 33, 33. Can we talk about the shaman in the opening? Because it feels like this has to do with this realm that you're able to communicate through. It's like you have safe passage. Because we want to talk about the things that are already within your DNA. So if something is activated within you and you have these deep remembrances or these sudden realizations, right? You feel the veil slip. Man, you could be just doing the simplest things. Like I said, seeing the portals in the sky, rainbows, double rainbows, things opening up. You know what I mean? It could be a plethora of things that you are or have experienced. And I said, this doesn't have to have happened right now or recently. Right? This is something that so that's could have scared the shit out of you. For some of you, did somebody go in a wormhole or somebody like, it's fucking crazy. You could be from Orion's belt. This is gonna sound real crazy because this is what my higher self's showing me, because my higher self is my guides, okay? We work through this. It's all me. You know what I mean? All of these aspects, right? Because I work with them. It's so spirits want to talking about like 2 things are coming together with energy and spirit. So there's mediumship here. There's opening these doors. There's these, this mom, and I don't know why this mom, she just wants to come through, and she's like, just tell him I love him. I heard, give me kisses. A smooch. Specifically a smooch. Give me a smooch. My grandma used to say that to me. Give me a smooch. Some of you walked away from this person before they passed. You could be on the outs with them. You know what I mean? When they passed. And it feels like, nonetheless, this person could have even told you too, when I die, I'm going to haunt you. You know? Just fucking around. You guys could have had a relationship like that in some ways. 33 as I look up. Thank you guys for hitting the like button and the subscribe button if you dig the vibe. Oh, wanker. I've got to plug in my phone. My phone lately, I can plug in and it like, it gets super hot if I start uploading videos, or, you know what I mean? It just, the color on the background changes. I don't know. There's a lot of paranormal stuff going on around here for me. And that's with me even saying that. 3's a crowd, you know? So let's talk about the 3. Actually, as you are. Let's do this. Let's pull out some more energy for the overall. We've got the 7 of Pentacles, but a lot of work being put in. There's a lot of guidance here. There's a lot of things being moved behind the scenes and interwoven. You might be thinking you're seeing things that you're not, or that you're not seeing things that you should. Things feel a little feisty and a little tricky. It's like when you level up and you do awaken, and when I talk about awaken, you're just aware. This is awareness I'm talking about. You start seeing shit, you know. For some people they get the clairs, they can hear, you know, the telepathy or people's thoughts. I'm just thinking about when that happens for me and I can get in that state. It's very interesting and it's intriguing, but at the same time, a long term, I would not want that. You know what I mean? You have to find a switch to switch it on and off. So we're talking about spiritual gifts here. Overall energy. Just working, because there is a lot of work and togetherness, and there's a lot of, I want to say, deep introspection. Some of you could be knitting right now. Knitting a blanket, knitting something. I'm hearing the northern stars. Stars. States. Red light, red light. Like, your guides are trying to caution you about something right now. Red light. I'm also hearing red light, green light, go. Colors are playing an important role. Is somebody blind? somebody blind. But now they have the eyes to see. Take that as you will. This Three of Cups. Let's get some more energy out here for the collective energy. How was everybody's Monday? Oh my goodness. All right, we've got healing that comes out under the Three of Cups with this collective of souls. Somebody, whoever that finds this message about your mom and you're getting married, or maybe that was like her last wish was to see you be married, and maybe that didn't happen. But she says, I seen it. I wouldn't miss it for the world. You looked so elegant and beautiful. And if you've told your mom that's passed, I hope I make you proud. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. She says, you make me so proud. You make me so proud how hard you've worked. I've watched the healing that you've had to go through. I've watched your pain and agony in the not understanding how the world goes by so fast. It's like you spend your life trying to catch up and you never get to enjoy the time, you know? And your mom just wants to tell you more than anything, just take the time. Maybe you do when you sit under the stars, because this could be bringing healing for you. This mom says you are the sun, the stars, and the moon. You are the sun, the stars, and the moon. Somebody has that on their wall or on something. I'm seeing like a tumbler or cup, or and it's got like shiny, silvery, like reflective letters in it. Somebody else is collecting coins that you find, because if this is you, this person leaves coins. Even if they're in the washer in the oddest places, you might check the dates and you might actually look it up as an angel number, like it's a sign, or if it's a birthday, or somebody today just found a penny or a coin. I'm seeing a penny. I heard a wheat penny on top of that, and I'm seeing a 4-leaf clover. Somebody here today won the lottery. Got a little bit of money in their pocket. Man, I can't hang on to anything. I can't hang on to a thought. It's fleeting. And maybe that's part of the healing. It's like, no, don't hang on to the things, you know. That this mom, you know, it could be a grandma for somebody too, or like a mom figure. I did hear Jima right now. I heard grandpappy. Oh my gosh. Wow. So we've got a beautiful self-healing journey that's going on, and you're participating. Well, I should say, there's a meld here of afterlife, before life. I'm hearing regional district manager, so whatever that means. 11 is my yes number. You could be getting elected for something. You could be getting a promotion in work. You could have done a lot of healing with your. Do you ask your spirit guides at work to give you advice or to help you in some ways, to show you something or give you inspiration? Somebody here uses that. I'm hearing work smarter, not harder. The initials IRR. Inactive Ready Reserve. 2 years of IRR we serve when we get out of the military. So that means if somebody's going to deploy, or like a national crisis happen, that you have to go, basically. So you could be military for some of you. This could be with your work. It's like you just have a militant spirit. For some of you, you could be a police officer. I see that within here. And something about this job, it's like the way that you're able to work with people or bring enlightenment to people. It's like, even if you deal with a lot of the same people and you're a police officer, or you work in some sort of government agency, you could be CPS, you could be some sort of care provider, or I'm seeing like old folks homes now where they take care of the residents. If you're in some sort of position, I want to say the people around you enjoy you being there. You are an inspiration to them. You help it feel like home. When you come to this place, it feels like home when you're there. If this is a job, if this is just a gathering that happens, it's like when you're not there, things just aren't the same. You could have very magical hands, very magnetic abilities within you. I can see somebody right now who's working on telekinesis with pushing their energy out. It's mind over matter, and somebody who's using their energy to just move small things, roll a pencil across is what it looks like. It looks like somebody's rolling a pencil across it's a marble, or like a cafeteria school floor. You could actually be a janitor, and you could spend a lot of time in cleaning places that, I want to say where spirits do roam or hang out at. This is very specific. You could have been a janitor, somebody who does work like that and got a divorce and is now cleaning, or but you're alone. It's like you have odd hours. It's at night. You know what I mean? You do your own thing. You can, whether you listen to your music or whatever it is, because I see somebody mopping, the deck and, just cleaning. And I can just see some lights on down a checkered hallway. It's black and white checkered hallway. And I can see some lockers. So I don't know exactly what this is, but it feels like it's a very specific message. You communicate with spirits, or you could be I feel like you want to start wearing like a GoPro or set things up. I think you should start a YouTube channel if that's you, because I think there's a lot of people interested about those types of things. So your creative expression could be coming through, and this could be something that's very cool. Like, say you are a janitor, and we're just talking, I'm seeing Joe Dirt right now. Just say you spend a lot of time in that area. It brings healing to you, because I feel like you're somebody who has lost passed on loved ones, and you are curious about the other side, and now you're kind of communicating with it. Or shall I say it's communicating with you. Some of you know about gateways and portals. Some of you know about, higher inter and multi-dimensional beings. I'm looking in this card and I can see so many things. I'm hearing the Buddha, Led Zeppelin, JC, CJ, the initials ST, the initials SIL. You could have just found out your guide's name or this extraterrestrial beings that you're working with. It feels like, I'm hearing light body. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. You could be getting to this state in your mind, like hitting a crystalline grid, full on. Connecting with it, this portal, this space. You know how to open it up. You know how to... you don't really have to go to a specific place. It feels like a general area or anywhere that's secluded or out and away. And it feels like it sparks this creativity. You call this thing in, okay? And you ask, and I'm hearing specifically the golden light. The rays of golden light. I'm hearing that. These little beings work on your brain. I know it sounds so very forward thinking, but this is futuristic because it's all happening now. So I'm seeing this now. So just because you're not seeing it does not mean it's not happening. So to be able to be inspired and have this revelation and maintain a resilient spirit in the face of defeat, hatred, anger, that's a load of shit. The naysayers, it's like you have to really be secluded. You have to be somebody that's able to make it on your own. And I'm not talking about, you could be an entrepreneur, but you could definitely, if I'm going to be all this time and I'm being drawn out to nature, there's got to be something out here. What did my ancestors do? I see somebody who connects with their ancestors and somebody who's calling on that with the Three of Cups here. Somebody who's trying to connect, and it feels like somebody's made that connection, especially through the mind, because they keep saying mind over matter. Mind over matter. And that's a real thing. You use your mind over the matter. Oh my God, I just seen, that was so cool. That was so cool. In my window, because I scry, so I can scry in any reflective. That was so cool. I seen the silver man. He's, I don't know, but I seen his face. I've seen it somewhere. I've seen it. But it was a silver man, and his face was, it looked like a mask kind of though, right? You could just, the eyes were kind of, that was crazy, and it was there and it's gone. The silver man, huh? I'm here in Silver City again. But I'm talking about calling something in. I didn't even, it's like when you least expect it. Just like that. You know what I mean? And it to me, I love it because it gets me excited. I like, at first I was really scared when I started experiencing things like that because I was like, oh, is this bad? Is it evil? Because anything that the brain can't conceive as a threat or a not a threat, it puts up its the natural defense mechanism because we're designed that way for safety. We have a flesh body that we gotta, if you need to jump off a four-wheeler and do a Superman roll into a ditch, you know what I mean, to get out from under a four-wheeler, then you're gonna do that. That's the wonderful thing about adrenalines. Even our bodies have superpowers when we know how to use it. So let's talk about this mind over matter. Let's talk about this mind over matter. So whoever's out here being drawn, and I heard drug. Somebody's being drug out there. It might feel like that. It's like, oh, it's 7 o'clock, I gotta go. It's 7 o'clock, I gotta, where are you going? Where are you going, Cletus? Every day you just been packing up, getting that old Ford, and you're out here, all I see is dust down that back road. Where are you going, Cletus? 7 o'clock every night. So now Bubba Gump follows you out there, and he sees you doing some weird ass shit, and literally you're just sitting on your tailgate, eating a Georgia peach. Right? You gotta get those vegetables and fruits that are touched by the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. But this thing comes in when you call it. It just feels like as long as you're secluded. I think we're on the brink of trying to understand this energy of this golden light. See all the beings up top? See how they all... and it moves like that too. They're saying the light is like that on it. See how my ring light behind there is making it flash? It flashes like that. What's up, Tarek? Hi, Claudio. Hi, Jerry. So you bring this thing in. I hear there's 3 of them that work together, and it's like, because right now so I have telepathy with my guide, or my higher self. Let's just say that. So I'm already asking, even though I'm not saying it. I'm asking. I see 3 guys, but I'm like, what are they riding? Because I ride Harleys and I ride street bikes, and horses. So I'm like, what is it? Because I see handlebars on the side of this. I see a set of T-bars right there, and it looks like a windshield to me. So somebody could ride a bike. I'm hearing Hell's Angels. Cat scratch fever, bum bum ba. I'm on a highway to hell. Of the world. When I met you in the summer. I don't know why that music came through right now. So are they riding? It's a car. Okay, thanks. Where is that music coming from? It's coming from the fairing of this ET bike. And if we get these bikes and if we have an opportunity, if you can have a Tesla truck or you can have a raked out 18-inch ape hangers. I want a black line. I want a soft tail. I want a 103. That's what I want. With white walls. A custom paint job, spirit guides. Kimbo Willy Wonka. Hitting hard like Kimbo Slice. Spark creativity, innovation, tapping into limitless potential. Tapping into limitless potential. Healing from what? Healing from what? Not seeing things clearly. Being stuck. Oh, you are stuck. We're stuck. So somebody has a creative block. So you're going within to get this healing, to connect back. And I don't sure you know what you're connecting to, because this could be foreign to you. You know, you might not know about spirit guides, or you might not, you know, you need to do some healing. You know that you're finally in a place where perhaps you have some support, whether it's just spirit guides or people that are around you that are making you, so to speak, they're holding you accountable to do some sort of work with the Seven of Pentacles here. You could be doing the same thing every day. It could be a meditation, it could be a class, a mantra. It could just be something you do on your own. It could specifically be with a plant or something that has some sort of healing nature. Somebody here talks to the trees, you know, for hours until they just fall asleep. And it's like when you sleep, this thing comes in, you know, this energy comes in. And maybe the only way that you can actually do this healing for some reason, because there's like this conscious block, right? Every time you try to tap into, maybe you don't see the whole thing, or you try to be inspired by, you know, the healing of it, but it's like for some reason, you know, there's just an underlining something's going to come back up. So what is the something that comes back up? It could be a disappointment. It could be a disappointment. You could be disappointing that you have to heal. Somebody could be incarcerated, or somebody could be, I heard penitentiary, or it could just, what do you call that? When you go to work but you have to go back to jail, or whatever. Somebody could just be being supervised right now, or this could just be a job. Like you can't leave the job. You're constantly around people, and you could feel stuck in your healing because of that. You could be very, I don't even know. Let's talk about, tell me about the disappointment with the Hangman. Inability to see. Why? Because I said I feel like somebody was blind. And the day my daughter was talking to me about a kid that lost their eye. She has one blue eye and one green eye. But when she was in her mom's belly, they shoved a feeding tube through, and it got her eye, and she went blind. So when I heard that from my guides, I was like, okay, so past life, because like a lot of our scars and our wounds are where we were injured in a past life. They're just markers, you know what I mean? Or if you had a curse, or like some people have certain things that show back up on their body that is a signs of the times, okay? Somebody can't do this in the waking state. It's like they just can't. There's a block, and somebody might be working really hard to figure out what their problem is. So I just started feeling really irritated and frustrated. Like, why do I have such a hard time? And why am I not seeing it? How come everybody else around me, you know, am I not normal? Am I the only one out here that sees things the way, you know, this feels like somebody who I heard wants to bend your will. I do not know why I heard that. Wants to bend your will. Somebody wants to bend your will to not see something in a healing. Okay, somebody's wanting to bend your will. There's going to be somebody working hard on this, specifically 3 people. Somebody imitates your energy. I heard heat signature. Your energy signature. 7 of Pentacles. You could actually do a swap. You could be somebody that works with the Federation and leaves at times, and you could have somebody that was cloned to look just like you, that either does your job at home if you live in this double life, or you're working undercover, you're doing, it's like highly, this is advanced mechanics. It's, it defines the laws of physics. I'm hearing the laws of Newton. I'm hearing only spectators would dream to see. Somebody's blind, and because they can't see, they do. But they use their third eye. So if you lost an eye, or you're going through something, or like, you know when you weld and you get flash burn, or it's like something's going to happen that puts somebody makes them go through this dark night of the soul or have to use something else. Because maybe, you know what I mean? Somebody overworks, somebody's overstimulated, somebody's always around people or moving or going or, you know, has to be an inspiration for others. I don't know. I feel like there's a need to tell you or somebody to slow down a little bit. There's a need to slow down. There's a need to slow down. And this could be about how a thought comes about and then a feeling directly after it. And a feeling directly after it. Alright, Seven of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. You could make a really fast change. You know what I mean? You could become a really big inspiration to people in a very short amount of time. If you're a content creator, literally in 7 weeks you could have made a huge turnaround. It doesn't matter, just the way you inspire people, the way that you connect, the way that you get out, the way that you make your rounds. You could have had a change of heart, and this could have to do with finding a new group of energies to feel. Because I feel like when we think about it and it's conscious, I feel like when we think about it, I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Fuck it. It's gone. Somebody going through dementia. Somebody going through blips in time. So I'm in and out right now. I'm in and out. I come and I go. Come and I go. The Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. So this is happening in real time right now. I'm in and I'm out right now. So these portals. Somebody carries portals. So I'm seeing Doctor Strange, okay? But these to me are representative of portals. So I asked about the Seven of Pentacles, right? These are seeds that were planted. This is something that somebody's worked hard on. This is somebody who is connected to their chemical, it's like their chemical biology, their makeup. They know how to alchemize it, because we're talking about mind over matter. So this could just be a matter of speech or the matter of frequency at which you do speak to your body, to your cells in your body, and you're rewriting your previous programmed thoughts. And I'm seeing Elon Musk right now in that short when he's like, and they're like, what is he doing? Connecting to the Wi-Fi, and he's just doing some weird shit like this with his eyes, and people in the comments were like, I swear he's half fucking human, or he's not even human. But it kind of feels like that. I don't know why I get an Elon Musky vibe from this. My entire life is one big witch, no shit. Check this out. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, so we're growing all this, right? And it's in the ground, and we're growing all this. Knight of Pentacles. Now, from the 7 to the Knight. From the 7th to the 9th. Now, you have an ability. Now you know how to work with this, right? Because at the top of it, somebody stutters. Somebody here stutters, or when they get excited about something, they can't find the word. So I'm doing that. So I know somebody who's in here watching me does that. I know I don't do that. See how he's feeling with his hand energetically. He's sensing. He's closing his eyes, and it's like he's using his telekinesis. I know it sounds silly, but his foresight. He connects. He already knows what's in there. He's planted these. He's talking to the trees, connecting with nature. This is how, see this tree and these trees are what help you open the portal. I'm telling you, tree huggers might be a lot of things, but stuck is not one of them. Giant hawk. You know, it's demigod stuff, if you believe in that sort of thing. But I think a lot of us in America or in this world are going to start believing in a lot more than what we once did. So for us gurus, right, who have all these big grandiose ideas and thoughts and are starting to come online and align with one another, it's getting exciting, you know, because it's a whole new world. And other people have very supernatural abilities. And they're going to help you with yours. These people, because there could be up to 7 of them. And if you feel like lately you've been tested, it feels like it's for some sort of work or some sort of undercover job. I want to say that. I've got 3 people here. And I see strings tied and attached. Somebody's being conditioned or conditioned for a job. I'm having a hard time connecting I do not know why. Because it's an energy, and everything within a read it's like somebody can't make full sentences, or their words aren't getting out. But this time that's gone by, right? So the 7th to the 9th, it could have been 7 to 9 months. You could have learned something really fast by connecting with your inner self, right? Your self-awareness, your own attention to detail within your being. Goddess energy, tapping into elements. We're all elemental, and when we can tap into those elements that are within our being, that's when we start to call back those fragments of that. I don't know where I seen that, but I did. But it's very, very interesting because I mostly work with, earth and water. I love fire. But my intellect is, sometimes I'm too smart and also so dumb for my own good. You ever been so smart when you're channeling and you're using your intuition and your psychic abilities and your telepathy, and then outside of that, when it's offline, you're like, God, you're a dipshit. Not all the time, but it definitely happens. Hey, has anybody seen my phone charger? It's in your hand. Hey, I can't find my phone. I'm going to have to call you back. I got a lot of shit going on. But now you have this gift to be able to see the one on your back. I'm seeing somebody, it's like a shield, how they take it off and then they throw it. Your dreams, you could be doing a lot of battling right now, going in and out of portals, having a lot of, seeing some shit in the sky. I know, I definitely resonate with that message that comes through. And then I asked about, and the Ace of Pentacles comes out. So all of this is so tangible in this realm, and to me, this has to do with working with an energy. It's like you are being trained or honed in some ways through energies, higher dimensional beings, your own intuition. It's like if your guides want you to go somewhere, they might make things fall, not apart, but like if say you're trying to get a task done, women, we're trying to put on our mascara, brush our teeth at the same time and think about where the hell we put our purse, trying to get out the door, and then, you're almost out and then you realize the dog water bowl's not full. I forgot what I was saying again. That never happens to me. Completely forgot what I was saying. Wow. Oh, distractions. Ay, Dios míos. It's like your guides want you to either slow you down from something occurring to you, whether this is a traffic accident or you speeding, or even when you are driving, you could get signs and synchronicity that the galactic cops up there. That's funny. Okay. So you're being distracted. You're being guided, but it's also like, I don't know. Somebody does something with the mirror. It's like somebody or something wants you to just look in the mirror, look at it longer, or whether this is scrying or whatever this is that starts to open and starts to form some sort of malleable energy that starts to move about. We're talking about mind over matter, atoms and frequencies. There's a lot of pentacles out here. I feel like I'm dragging on in this read. Some days I think I don't connect at all. You know that? Some days I just don't think that I connect. I'm gonna be a whiner like Tyler's Tarot. Fuck it, who cares anyways? Is that what he says? Fuck it, who cares anyways? Who gives a shit? All right, let's keep going. Collective energy. See, everything's just getting tossed around and about, and here comes the 6 of... Okay, somebody's got some sort of message that's coming through. It's going to be tangible. This is the meeting of the minds. This is the inspiration. This is some sort of energy that you recognize, whether it be from a past life or it's 6 pentacles. Childhood memories. Childhood memories could be resurfacing right now for some of you. That is what needs to come about through your healing. You might try to distract yourself with money or work or stay busy partying, celebrating with friends, but it feels like spirit guides got you by the pockets and might have you sitting your ass down for a moment. Your inspiration at this time seems like it might be to heal, because for some of you, if you don't get your head out of your ASS, well, the divine's just going to continue. 333 comes out as I say that, to pinch your money, to pinch your pockets. Because all these disruptions and, tripping out the door and forgetting your purse and, forgetting your paperwork at home. It's like you're absent-minded. Too much work. Too much shit going on. In and out of portals. I'm here and then I'm gone. I'm here and then I'm gone. Yeah, I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss right now with this healing. I'm at a loss right now with this past life soulmate or somebody that I see as I don't know, somebody's like, what the fuck is this? You could be on somebody's mind constantly, at work, in these groups, whatever it is that they're doing. I don't know if somebody's going to NAAA, but somebody's definitely having to jump through some loops right now. 333 as I say that. The inspiration is for you to heal. There could be something that you do want to work out, and maybe you are seeking the help to do that. You could be worried about finances right now. Literally the only inspiration you could have in your life is, it's like an energy that it calls to you. This is past life soulmate, and you know that this has definitely something to do with your money, because it feels like you could have fucked something up, and ever since you fucked something up with this past life soulmate or whatever this was, this connection, because there is definitely a tie here, it feels like the divine is in control of how much you get, what you get. For some of you, you're working with a past life soulmate that's on the other side through the veil, that's passed away, and that you're working at quantum physics. You're meeting in the quantum field. You have telepathy with this person, and you're doing some sort of exchange to where it actually is coming through in the physical for you. You spend a lot of time with this guy, this being, right? This energy. Somebody is so intrigued about the quantum field. Somebody wants to know where the souls go when it leaves the body. Somebody's working very hard to figure out where the souls go when it leaves the body. Science wants to know. Has to go somewhere, because the quantum field and the mechanics. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to science as we know it. And I think that there's something very disturbing about that for somebody who's a scientist here, because it has to make sense, right? Your hypothesis is this. And drawn from your conclusions and your theories and you testing something out, there's no explanation for how you see what you see. But I talked about somebody who sees this energy and calls it in. This could be a scientist or somebody who, you don't have to be a scientist, you could just be very into that, okay? You could be very into the quantum. I keep hearing quantum biomechanics. You're making connection with the other side. I talked about going somewhere and opening portals. So you're being guided. Being guided. If you're not being obscured or obstructed or things, it's like they're trying to get you to go on one goddamn path, and you're so deterrent, divergent. It's like to get you to go one place because you're like, oh, a butterfly, and they're like, fuck, we just got her all the way over here, and now she turned around, So then you could, they make the phone ring in the room to bring your ass back in the room one more time so you can take one more look around and be like, what did I walk in here for? Because it feels like that's happening. It's like you're frozen in time, and then your guides whisper something in your mind, and they unfreeze, and you're like, huh, that was weird. And then you go about your business. These things are happening for some of you. Talk about this past life soulmate, please. On this other deck, I'm looking at the 8 of Cups, so this could have had something to do with walking away. Somebody's very passionate in this situation. Why? Because they want to be unblocked. They want to be unblocked. They want you to unblock them. Can you please unblock me? I cannot contact you. I'm trying to make contact. This could be with this quantum mechanics too. I'm trying to contact you. You've been blocked out. You're no longer making that contact that you used to. You could be going back to the drawing board trying to figure out like why. Like I'm saying Back to the Future. Why is something not opening up over and over and over? It's like I beat the drawing board over and over. It feels like somebody's going to bring in a new energy. Wow, that's really hard to see in that light. Somebody's going to bring in a new energy that changes something in this scenario. Why does it feel like a scenario? Because I think this situation feels played out in some area. There could have been a lot of blocks, whether this is a relationship, a work situation, or some of you could just be really struggling with your technology right now, your phone. Some of you could have just broke your screen today on your phone. Some of you have some bills and some taxes. You guys need to get your stuff together. It's time to start settling down. And there's this absent-mindedness. So maybe if you forget a lot, I want to remind you, make sure that you take care of that paperwork. Feels like somebody left paperwork in the car. Feels like somebody left paperwork in the car. Oh, the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands. The Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Queen of Cups. Stopping, stalling, blocking. We talked about the blocking earlier. Blocking and stalling. Somebody wants you to see something that you're not seeing. It's the Queen with it's Queen of Swords in reverse. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, I'm not taking that as like, because we're talking about the mind and like not being able to connect. It's like something's not connecting. Your intuition, your thoughts, you could feel blocked. You definitely feel blocked because I got blockage here. Normally that would represent a need to use your intuition with it, with this right here, but it's like you're trying to do a lot of things and you can't get through. I'm sending out an SOS, save my ship. Somebody's at a loss with this blockage over this situation. If you do black magic or you do some sort of shenanigans, as much as you're trying to affect somebody else with their intuition, because if for me to feel it at being me, and I'm very connected, 333 as I say that, I'm very connected to my intuition. I very much know energy. Before I've been doing these personal reads, day in, day out, I know energy. And getting on lives, I know the difference in it. I know when it's my own. I know if no matter what I'm doing, what I'm consuming, I know how my body reacts and how I think and how things come through. Feels like if you're fucking with somebody. Because there's definitely somebody who does magic here. There's definitely somebody who does seances or sends some sort. I see something on a desk. They set something up. It's in a circle and they'll have something in the middle. And each thing has an intention behind it, and that's the trapezoid. That's the trap. Crystal. Two of Swords out here. But as much as you're fucking with somebody, and this could just have to do with some sort of karmic past life thing that's playing out now, or reverberated energy, but we talked about quantum mechanics before, so then we're talking about astral realm. Feels like everything's connected. Somebody learned how to open up their own portals and move through space and time energetically. They're able to shift. You could be, you shift energy. So you can take on any energy. You know how to call it in. You're very versed with energy, what's yours, and how to manifest that energy. It's mind over matter. So I'm talking to somebody who's very sourced in genetically. We're talking about the DNA. We're talking about somebody who's sourced genetically in precognitive, like you psychic. You know things before they happen, because whether you're I heard a Lyran starseed, or whatever your connection is that your chemical makeup is made out of, it's tethered to communication and to telepathic vibrations. You know it, and you might not have had telepathy at this point. But it feels like you're going to, and it feels like somebody's trying to block you from having that, because then you make full contact through this other side of the veil, whatever this is. Because somebody, I'm telling you, if you think about this money, pentacles are something tangible. You're giving and receiving something through this veil. See the hand poke through? Does it intuitively, as I read this, somebody's not wanting this to no longer to manifest. And I talked about somebody up here earlier who, and I said this could have been years. Somebody who's been kind of spiritually awakening and is now starting to see portals, energy, to understand the divine, how to work with it, how to work with elements. It doesn't just have, but somebody now is versed. These, you can send them out, you can open them, you can move them, you can put these on you and move through these energies, archetypes. You have one main character though, and it feels like it's ascended master energy, that sorcerer type energy. It's somebody who knows how to alchemize within the elements and the minerals I'm hearing here on this planet. Because I'm saying minerals, I'm looking at the dirt here. Somebody, it has some tricks up their sleeve. So as much as this person, or you who's watching, is trying to, and I know you're watching because I felt it in my throat chakra. Like I said, some of us just know. You fucked with your own shit by doing that. When you mess with somebody else's, see, because you're doing it inauthentically, and I think that the genetics of the person that you're dealing with is a lot more advanced genetically than you are. So any bit of healing, no matter, say you could have had a really good life and this person struggles with addictions or whatever it may be, you could have tried to put blocks to where those things come up in this person's life, or get them around groups of people, or take them to go drink, or introduce them to people when they're married, just to create some sort of something that would deter them from going within. Because as long as their life on the outside is a chaotic mess, then it's turmoil for them to seek within the being, right? Which it does not allow them to understand and consciously process what the fuck they went through. Why is it happening? Why does it feel the way that it feels? Is this childhood trauma? When we go through dark night of soul, we don't know any of this. Then as we start to awaken, we start to realize, okay, I see I have some things within me that I'm seeing in others, or that I need to let go of, or set better boundaries. You start to recognize. So your brain's now programmed to recognize, oh, crow just flew by. Yeah, I gotta go. You know what I mean? You get to that level, people like, what does that mean? A crow fly by, and now you gotta go. See, that bitch is getting weirder and weirder by the day, and it's like, no, the more real I am with you and this easy, you know what I mean, the more difficult you think it is. You can just be really connected. Yeah, you got Five of Swords. There's just a lot of naysaying. There's a lot of he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit running that lip. Wait, talking that shit, or you'll be leaving with a fat lip. I feel like breaking someone's face tonight. Give me some to break. How about your effing face? Like a chainsaw, what? Somebody could like a chainsaw. If you're trying to mess with somebody, block them in any way. Because I feel like this, in some ways, I feel like this is smaller groups, right? Covens, just somebody that's more advanced than you could see your potential and wants to create some sort of, whether it's they're trying to help you awaken faster, you know what I mean, by putting these things in your path. Maybe they've done work on you, or they're energy readers in some way, and they can, when I say energy, I mean, I'm talking about somebody who's very tuned in. Somebody could be in the presence of somebody else and see things, feel things, and I'm not just saying, I'm talking about 12th dimensional thinking. It's the telepathy. It's you could be in the presence of another being. It's not the flesh, the being, and understand and communicate with that being. You don't need to talk to the flesh. You're talking to the being above it that has the free will. You know what I mean? That's so. When you get on that level, there's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of money in that. There really is a lot of money in that. Because who doesn't want to know the numbers to the lottery? You know, and who doesn't want to know or be able to manipulate energy to create some sort of traffic over here so something else can get by over here, you know? Nine of Swords. Oh shit. Nine of Wands. Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. Nine of Swords, 90 Wands. 90 Wands. I got 99 problems, but I ain't one. Alright. Why the Five of Swords? Well, that came out oddly. Five of Swords is the message. That is the message. I heard, are you fucking with me? Somebody could, like I said, if you're somebody who fucks with somebody else's intuition or tries to manipulate energy in that way, because it's all energy, and then you try to, you could just be a little bit more advanced. You know, you could just have, you could have had a mentor, you know, learn some shit at a younger age, or, you know what I mean, and it feels like the person that you're fucking with is kind of self-made with their guides, which is actually very impressive, because if they've made this huge change in 7 to 9 weeks or months, like we're talking dark night of the soul to being able to work with beings and see them and open portals and to heal and clear energy and to this is somebody here is a profound healer. You just don't know it yet. You're a profound healer, and it feels like you bring that into this earth in many ways. Sometimes it's just where you walk, it's your being, it's your ideas, it's your hands. A lot of you have very healing hands. That's where your money comes from, is your hard work and your creativity and your passion. Because when we're passionate about something, it's a lot funner to go to work and to it doesn't feel, you don't call it work. You know, you're happy to be there. You like what you do. The message of the Five of Swords is stop working so much. 88. It's like, you need to give it up. Give it a rest. For some of you, give it a rest. Because whatever this is, if you're in the, you know, the not, whatever this is, I don't know if somebody's really trying to, is this person trying to intentionally block somebody to hurt them? And I'm going to pull 2 cards from 2 different decks. To be mischievous and to, like, really hurt them on their destiny. Because with all of this blocking, and I see feeling left out. So some of you, this is a childhood wound. And you do this because you are, you're self-sacrificing. You know, you'll give, you're self-sacrificing. Some of you, you know, you got no balls. And for others of you, you just do too much. You just work too much. What about this blocking? Is this intentional blocking? Is this intentional blocking to hurt somebody's destiny? Yes. Yes, I asked my guides. Upright. The Hangman again, but this time it's in the reverse. The Page of Wands in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. Somebody sees that something is over. Something is over. Over. Is this the divine blocking? If you were guided to walk away from a situation, I want to say you got out in the nick of time. Especially if this has to do with working in some sort of project with others or not having equal give and take in that situation. It's like every time you try to get a little bit further ahead, somebody else was not doing their part, or you ended up doing it for them to, you know what I mean? For some of you. For others of you, you're doing great on your spiritual path. You're becoming very connected. Feels like there's some a-hole out here that's trying to, with stuff. And I'm going to feel like a dick if it comes out, and it is, you know, It is the universe. What is the universe anyways? But there's resilience that's out here with this work. So with that being said, it feels like this is something that's helping you within a spiritual growth to receive, one, your own messages, two, to find your own ways and work ethic of working with energies. Even if somebody is blocking you, this is just a small test. Even though I think the divine, it might be using this energy to propel you forward unknowingly, and it might feel the opposite for you. Yeah, we've got the Queen of Cups out here. You're very, very intuitive, and this actually has helped you move forward on this path. See, and that's when the divine says, what's always meant for, what's meant to tear down can also be the things that rebuild it stronger, better. You know, sometimes things have to completely crumble all the way to the bottom. You have to be completely pulled away from everybody and everything that you would, the side of you that wants, and I'm not saying a lot of us don't do this anymore because we have become self-aware, but there still is people that watch that are in that state of, as long as I'm by somebody I feel okay, or as long as I'm texting or communicating or doing this, I'm okay. It's like somebody has a really hard time being on their own. And it feels like the divine, your spirit guides, your higher self, because you only have so much time on a timeline before it collapses, right? And then I just seen a little boy's face in my window. And he looked literally almost exactly same haircut and all as that little boy off of Sixth Sense. I see dead people. And the fact that I just said that is crazy, because I communicate, yes, but I see star beings, yes. But I have not seen, I've seen shadow, I've seen light beings, but I have not seen in color like that. That was the first time I actually seen that. Not in my mind's eye, in something, because even if I scry, it'll be like an ant race on the TV, for those of you that know, and it kind of just forms a face within that. I never get detail. That was like a perfect picture little boy's face that just showed up. Intuition, and that's the message. Somebody is trying to work with you and try to communicate with you. Queen of Cups is out here twice. You could be a very caring parent, mother, person in your family. People know that they can depend on you for loyalty. Got the Queen of Cups out here. This is Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpios. We talked about working with the elements, and we talked about if the Queen of Cups is coming out here in this collective energy, that tells me, one, you're working within that element of your being, so you're connected to you could be very emotionally intelligent. And that's what I'm saying with these things that felt harsh, or this overworking, or trying to understand something, because I did see that walking away previous and leaving somebody in the past. This Six of Cups is now in reverse as I go further on down the read. Somebody wanted to try to figure out what was this. This is the one thing that gives them inspiration to come back and find healing. The Queen of Cups is very healing. She's very loving. She's very smart. She's very caring. Something about this person's touch, their hands, the energy that they have. They could just feel like they have a huge aura around them. So if this person has been removed from your life, or you're getting this person back in your life, and this could be you. Could have been a long time since you turned on those emotional, intelligent beams, and that seems like the divine, once you did that and opened up communication, and stopped getting in your head so much and trying to just work and avoid responsibilities. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's like the thing that was making you feel so out of balance and so chaotic was the fact that you weren't connected to your emotions, which therefore you were receiving some mixed messages. You're receiving some mixed messages. And this very well could have had to do with why the divine blocked you from a past life soulmate. Feels like that karmic energy is played out, and it feels like there's nothing left there. I think it's because I talked about somebody tying or blocking, and it feels like whatever that energy is, it feels like, and I could remove that energy, if it's for the highest good. And that's what these portals are, you know, is to move energy and to put things back to the dimension and the timeline that they belong, with all these pinnacles out here, all these portals. And the divine, this could be a gift that you have to open portals and move energy to heal. To block other things off of, I just want to say the Six of Cups is in reverse now as we go further on down the road. So your intuition was right on about that there was a significant connection to this energy. This energy put you in your dark night of soul, made you had to really focus and work on healing, which seems like the one thing that you did not want to do. You could have been in a counseling group or whatever this is, family trauma, anywhere you're working with somebody else. Some of you are just working with your spirit guides. Some of you are incarcerated and having to do AA, NA, some of these classes. I just heard narcolepsy. So I don't know if somebody is narcoleptic. That's also another synchronicity. So like I said, with narcolepsy here, somebody went to sleep on you. You know, somebody just went to sleep. Your intuition with the Queen of Cups showing up in the read in the beginning and towards the end, she shows back up again to reedify like your intuition is on. You've maintained the light in your heart, this caring, loving disposition, and you didn't let the grief, I want to say the grief, stifle the light. It didn't snuff it out completely. Some of you, this is letting go of the past, and if this is a past on love with you, a past on love with you. A past on love one says, I'm in love with you. That's interesting. You've got 33 out here. 1, 2, 3 times. The Ace of Cups comes out. So let's tie this together. You're being blocked in some way through receiving messages. This could have been self-sabotage or something that an energy attached itself to you, or an energy that was directed towards you through somebody else. You could be a very loving and have a very deep connection with the divine realms, angelic realms. You bring a lot of love and understanding into people's lives where I keep hearing you loved me at my worst. You loved me for me. You could have told this person that too. You know, I love you for you. It's not about money. This person could have been more about money, you know, with all the pentacles up top, because it does feel like somebody is now, the divine is controlling their money until they do some sort of healing and they go within. So they start to recognize their part. Stop turning those thoughts and working so hard in the intellect and trying to scheme or scam or talk their way out of something or pass the buck, or because it looks like somebody is sitting here and they're like, okay, well, let's write the feelings, and they're like, fuck feelings. Fuck around and find out. Fuck feelings. I don't give a fuck about feelings. I don't want to work on my feelings, and you know what I mean? Somebody's just very set in their ways. Somebody, in this energy that I'm picking up on right now, somebody is a liar. Somebody is a liar about something that they were working on behind the scenes. Maybe to block your money. Because there is a lot of tangibility here in this scene, and that's with somebody who's so concerned with money. I don't know why. Somebody wants to block you from the pinnacle. Somebody wants to block you from the pinnacle. Now that is a hidden esoteric message. Block, block, block. Ten of Swords, 10 of Swords comes out. Okay, why is the 6 of Cups in reverse now? I heard pull one from each deck, and I was going to do that before, and then I didn't. The 6 of Cups is in reverse because of a 10 of Pentacles. Somebody told you. Somebody here is all about money. This could have been your past life soulmate. Okay, this could have been a soulmate that's destined for you in this time. This could have been somebody that also is intuitive and somebody that is a hard worker, but it looks like somebody uses that to take underhanded routes of doing things. It could just be putting other people down so that they get looked at in a certain way. You know what I mean? It feels like somebody definitely chose a path of, well, riding out, rolling in the ego as long as they possibly could. Not budging, not moving, not working on shit. And just focused on money in the material world. Money, pussy, ass. That's what I heard. So this is the Six of Cups. This soulmate feels like it's now in reversed and you're blocked from it because of those actions for somebody in that energy. Due to the fact that you are more concerned about money and this realm, right? I don't know if you slept with a babysitter. There's something here about, I don't know, maybe another person's baby's mom, or I don't know. It just feels like the way he's looking. See, you can see that little kid runs between him and she kind of keeps them apart. They're not holding hands, but the way that they're looking at each other, and all the other little kids aren't being tended to in the back, it just kind of shows me. And then I've got somebody over here with the Page of Swords who is very intellectual, somebody who's very spiritual, has a very younger, youthful energy. So the Six of Cups is in reverse because of the Ten of Pentacles, because of this obsession over money. I'm telling you, there's so much money on this read. And it is now in reverse, okay? So the Six of Cups, this soulmate, this destined soulmate, who is more concerned about money, is now in their head about this situation. This person could see that you still hold love in your heart, that you're very intuitive. It could really have them puzzled, the fact that the things that you know, it's like, fuck, what else does this person know? It feels like this person's like, fuck, what else does this person know? What else does this person know? Tell me more about that. I heard to take one from this deck. This number keeps wanting to come out, and it is 1313. There's clarity. Clarity here. I don't know how to receive that because it fumbled. And that one went off the table. And that one went over here. So shit's everywhere. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. What the fuck? So let's get the one that fell on the floor that nobody wants to fucking bend over and pick up or look at, and let's see what it is. Three of Cups. But they're not showing their faces in any of these. It's like, did somebody have a family behind somebody's back? You know what I mean? Or try to do something behind this family's back. So I'm asking about, why is the Six of Cups, this past life soulmate, it was divinely, it was for, you know, it was right picking for both of you to be able to come in, trigger each other, and not have a knockdown drag out to that extent, right? To be able to teach each other and grow. But somebody here was so caught up in, it's like they wouldn't let the divine in. Perhaps this person had a block on them, you know, or some sort of attachment from something. You know, does this person have a block on them? The Fool, no. Does this person have a negative attachment on them? Deity. Yes. And that's what likes to speak through them the most. That's what likes that entity. So it kind of is like in their ear that just says, we'll focus on this, everything will be fine, we'll get through the day, we'll do this. It's like, stay busy, maybe, you know, have drinks at night, party, get up, go to work, or focus on the money. It's like there's no, what you came here to do is the one thing that you weren't doing, and now you're being forced to do it. It's like you're trying to find every way to not have to do this work. So the divine says, okay, motherfucker. Well, the divine doesn't say, hey, motherfucker. I am saying, hey, motherfucker, but I'm also part of the divine. I am a divine being. It says, hey, as long as you're going to mess around, fuck around, find out, FAFO, I'm going to put a pinch on your money. And it's so interesting because that actually looks like an 8 behind the hands going around. Infinity. Abundance. 8 is the number of abundance. There could be friends behind this, this family. Friends behind this family and in this head situation, having to do with money and a soulmate that is no longer here, gone, or blocked. Here, gone, or blocked. Here today, gone tomorrow. Tell me about the friends. The Hangman. I have 3 decks. I've got the Hangman out here. Nobody wants to make a fucking move. There's a lot of watching. A lot of just keeping. Why? Is there need? Is I not seeing something? What am I not seeing? Clarity. Let's read this. I'm not seeing the love. Where is the love? Clarity. As the storm passes, the clarity is felt faster than lightning. It is seen against the dark sky. The divine is reminding you the clarity is readily available. All you have to do is ask. You have weathered the storm, and now the sky is clearing. Affirmation. Loving energy surrounds me, and I trust that the clarity I feel is the answer I need. Okay, so I see what they're saying. So the clarity for you was to take this step back. So your guides in some ways for this is a different person in this energy. You could have been in the upright in this situation. You could have been a very intuitive person, and you could have been in a situation with somebody that was not ruling from the best version of themselves. Somebody who has an attachment. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Somebody is getting counseling or some sort of help right now. It's like detention center, or somebody is... There's people around this person that's making them have to use their intuition. Whatever this healing is, this is some sort of clinic. In this energy that I'm reading right now, there's some sort of healing, okay, that's happening. And it feels like your ass can't go anywhere. The Hangman out here 3 times and your money being cut off. And this message of like, how the fuck do I get out of this? Or who's, like who knows? It feels like somebody's very intuitive about your entire situation. And this person could still have a lot of love for you. This person could recognize this is something that, with the 9 of Swords here, you were at an end of your rope. There was a need to come back in and reconcile with yourself. And they knew the only way that you were going to be able to get the help that you needed, because everybody's hands was tied. I really feel like that. Everybody's hands was tied. Out of this whole situation, I feel like there was one person who did see something and finally recognized something about this blockage. And this person now, or this situation, this loss of family, this soulmate in reverse, this not using the intuition, not being able to, being blocked, feels like, how did you end up? Well, I know how, because this is probably a situation that ended up making you become a lot more intuitive. You started to grow into your natural ability to tune into the things that were off around you. Perhaps you had childhood traumas that always kind of forced you to have to tune into the people in the audience around you for safety purposes, or for just being a super empath, trying to make people happy so that there wasn't turmoil or strife, trying to keep a happy place. And it feels like you've gotten entangled with somebody that, maybe you worked with them or partied with them or in some way, did something in this realm with them. And over time, you notice this person, what you thought you had with them was no longer what it was. I heard their spite turned to hatred, their spite turned to hatred. And it feels like they turned to sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Constantly sending out messages. I don't know, I heard paying people for sex and things, so messaging about sex, messaging about money for sex comes up. We're all adults here. It feels like you're with somebody who your spirit guides got you out of this situation. They're like, she's kept love in her heart. She's been in this situation, she, for quite some time. And I think, because you've got the Queen of Cups out here a few times, the divine is now. And I told you all, February 11th is going to be a very important day. It keeps coming up. God dang it, George, fucking running off. George, you better get over here! Sorry, I gotta yell at my dog. Georgina! Ringo, did he run off? Motherfucker. Yeah, we better hope he don't get hit on that road. So this counselor comes in, and this person's also very intuitive, pushing this person forward on their path to give up this drinking. We've got a counselor, somebody, wise counsel. We've got the Chariot, which is finding balance, a new direction, moving forward. I feel like somebody could have gotten a DUI and is now going through some sort of court situation. It feels like somebody's giving up drinking or overindulging in some ways. If you don't, I want to say that there's a possibility that you could die. You could die. This is very serious. Because this earth doesn't need energies, heavy, dense energies here that are unable to, if you leave a life of repetitive, non-stop drugs, alcohol, fucking people, sex, messaging, manipulation, just earthly wants and needs, if you're putting yourself in a spot where you're drinking or driving or you're using drugs in excess and hurting other people, or it's like it's emotional, the manipulation, the fucking with people's heads and making people not be able, you know what I mean? It's a covert narcissist. If you're acting like that, I just want to say that if you don't take this healing serious, because it feels like this is your very last chance to get your shit together. This is your very last chance, because you could have come in and out of rehab, jail, the same scenarios over and over, year after year, for anywhere from 1 to 7 years. 1 to 7 years. And it feels like your guides are giving you a warning, like, if you get your shit together, there could be a change in home. If you don't, you're going to lose your home, your family, your children, any money you did have coming in, and then you've got, and including passion. It's like whatever you wished on somebody else out of your own spite or inability to own. Somebody here does not want to own their part in something. They don't. There's an energy here that just simply does not want to own their part. They'd rather run off and deny the fact that they made some very just poor choices. You know, and I feel like you were brought into this person's life because I believe at one point maybe there was, you know, a lot of attraction or affection, or, you know, could have been two wounded people, especially in a past life soulmate. There's obviously something that's playing out here in some way. And however this is, it feels like it's gone on for a little while now. You guys could be in a no contact. Both of you could be stalemates at this time or this situation, fired from this job, or, you know what I mean? You could not be moving forward in something. Definitely not moving forward in something until you choose to look at something in the way that is in truth, in the light. You have no business. You have no business with somebody out here who's in this energy of divine God's love. God's divine love. Got somebody out here that brings happiness to others. This person could be a very loving, nurturing parent who brings love and happiness and joy and abundance into other people's lives. And this person could have been put in your life and you were blocked and are now being if this isn't physical jail, this is spiritual jail. You cannot have contact with this double Queen of Cups energy, this Sun energy, this Ace of Cups energy. Somebody took a lot of time to receive their messages, to go within and to even walk in this energy. Their inspiration was their own healing. And I think that this person up here initially triggered somebody else to go through the healing who got to this state of awareness. Maybe it was a little bit easier, a different path, or there's just genuine divinity within this soul. I think somebody else wants to, I think this person cheats the system, you know, whether it's through paperwork, vehicles, DMV, you know, not claiming what they're supposed to, you know, in any way they can, you know, rolling out of Walmart with a fucking box of diapers underneath because they don't want to fucking pay for it in any way that they can. Well, fuck it, you know what I mean? And it feels like all of that is seen. 333 as I say that with 1313 out here. It's like, I'll manipulate the system and I'll get what I want. And it's like, you're not over the system. not as long as you're in this realm. And when you're ruling at that state of integrity, that's a lower vibrational energy that now you're at play for other things to manifest themselves, right? It's a tricky world we live in. Energies, they transfer quite easily if you don't have good boundaries and you don't know how to stay energetically clean. Ace of Swords comes out as I say that. I really hope whoever this is does get clean. There's such a beautiful feeling on the other side of that. So if you are struggling with addiction and you were caught up in, and I'm nobody to judge. I heard sex scandals and just that way of being. I hope that for your soul's sake, that you find the inspiration to heal. Friday the 13th. I'm hearing Jason. Damn, somebody is so fucking stubborn. They do not want to heal. They don't want to look at shit. They want to sit in the... Oh my god, they're trying to fix fucking shit that does not work. There's justice here. This is a... And judgment. There's justice and judgment. Oh. Somebody has no choice left. No choice left. Look at this. The divine's over here with this double Queen of Cups energy. This Ace of Cups, which is it's a divine love. It's a God. It's unconditional. It's a vibration and frequency of intuition, water. Let's look at it as the element. We've got the sun out here. And this person's over here in the Three of Swords, back at it again, drawing, probably writing. They can't get it out. They can't say what they need to say because it's not heartfelt. The message is not coming through. You're not getting unblocked because it's not authentic. And I think the divine says you're going to sit there until you become authentic. Ace of Swords as I look down. What's your real truth? I think the divine is trying to get you to go within and say, what is your truth? Outside of everybody else, their opinions, this, that, and another, who are you? Because I think there are some people that are around you right now that don't recognize you anymore. I think they don't recognize you. You could have turned into just so distant and so, I just want to say empty. It's empty. The divine will sit here, even with, this other energy that was in your life trying to help you, bring your intuition, bring you love, bring you compassion, that feeling of home, domesticity, family, unconditional love. I channeled earlier. You always loved me the way that I am. I'm glad you could see the light within me under all that I am. Because we all do pack a lot of things. We all pack a lot of things, and it becomes part of our personality and our ego. And the more that we stay unaware, this is somebody who does not want to see. The divine's like, hey, I got something for you. I'm trying to help you change. This person's like, no, I got my big fucking 50, 70-inch screen TV, and I'm just going to sit here. I went to work today, did my 8 hours, got my paycheck. Fuck, maybe they didn't work. Maybe they've got some sort of pension to where they don't have to. They said, nope, I don't want to go. Nope, I ain't going to listen. And I want to try to fix shit that's broken, that no longer works or that's not for me. When you have all of this right here, the divine still is continuously trying to hand you. So now somebody's sitting in this Three of Swords, which is, it's a betrayal. It's a heartbreak. It's your heart's hurting. Somebody could be listening to a lot of music, thinking about verses, songs, things that are said, trying to find the words. I cannot find the words. I heard lest I stand. Somebody is at a loss for words. Somebody is out of ideas. Somebody can no longer find ways to break, block, or make somebody not see anything. Maybe see what they had. It's their true happiness, their truth. Judgment's out here. This could be your ex. Judgment to me always feels like it's an ex energy for me. Injustice. The divine ruler comes over the top. 2011 on November 20th. I'm seeing March 4th, October 19th, March 5th, May 8th, July 1st, July 7th, July 3rd. March 10th, September 10th, and October 9th. So I have 10/11, be born October 11th or 11/10, which is the Marine Corps birthday. So the end result with this, for the person that's sitting in the intuition and moving forward in this energy, what do they need to know? Get your ass out. Keep going. Keep going and do not look back. Keep going on your journey. Keep going on your path. Look at this big ass fucking sparrow. Like two sparrows in a hurricane. Yeah, that eagle says, let's go. What else do they need to know? What else for those in this intuitive, healing vibration, inspiring that you've got new love coming in? You've got somebody that's got their eye on you, that there'll be better. There'll be other things down the road that pique your interest. Maybe there was just some sort of, it just feels like somebody, when you leave, it allows somebody else to come in. When you move out, somebody else comes in. I want to say that with the Knight of Cups. Somebody leaves, somebody comes back in. Somebody could have been married and right after that had somebody else already lined up. There could be judgment out here about this, and there's justice in this situation, and that's probably why this person is heartbroken, don't want to talk to the divine, or because you called it. They're like, I don't know what you believe, and they could think you are a witch or part of it because you called them on their shit, right? The covert narcissist, they turn it around on you. You're fucking delusional. You're fucking delusional. You're a witch. You're psychopathic. Do you even listen to the stuff that you say? You're out of your fucking mind. No, you're just dead on. Then it goes, you know, they spread their tail, and then they show up as the wounded, poor motherfucker. Sorry. Not sorry. Other advice. You got the Ace of Swords in the Tower. This truth comes through, and this is a brand new beginning. Truth comes through, and it's a brand new beginning. Ooh, and somebody's got a fire sign, King of Wands energy. Somebody who's very passionate. That comes in. That also is tell me about this person. This truth comes in, and you're able to move forward. Yeah, this person is abundant on their own. This person is somebody that has a lot of attributes like you. They have a lot of wonderful things about them. It feels like they're very well-rounded, and this person feels like they're also spiritual, to come back as the King of Wands. This is somebody who's been on their own journey and their own path, that they are good on their own. They're also out here seeking, tell me more, for the highest good. Tell me more for the highest good. It feels like with this person, it feels like with this past person, you didn't have very many options. Yeah, this person, you're able to come out of your shell, to not be stoved up and blocked. This person wants you to know with them that you have options to be you. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like it rushes into anything serious. This person could just admire you for you being who you are. They probably know that you have a lot of options and a lot of people that message or vie for your attention, or, you know, who want to celebrate with you. I think you're going to get a message about somebody who, there's a lot of communication. Telepathically, this could be from your guides or in a dream state. Yeah, this person is very spiritual. So this message is coming to you in a very spiritual way about moving on from this heartbreak and what it brings for you. There's something so much better. Because we're talking about energy, right? So if you can manifest a higher vibrational frequency of your divine counterpart, you, right, you know, an aspect of you, into the masculinity part of that in a physical vessel, because you can call it in, mind over matter. I've personally done this with, well, I'm not going to put so much out there, but I'm going to say, think about this. Even though you've been with different flesh suits, okay, I've also had this come into my intuitive inkling that we only are ever with one person, just different vibrational frequencies of that person that are manifested in a physical body, of that being, right? You get the first tier, second tier, third tier. So when you start the third time's a charm. So when you find somebody that sits at a different level, but they have the kind of similar, you're like, there's things, because, you know, there'll always be some things that are similar that you do like, because we have a type. That's why we say we have a type. That type is that. I have seriously considered that maybe we're only always with one person energy. It's just different levels of that, and as we ascend, we get the higher levels. So at this point, I'm waiting to be with anybody in that until I get to the point where I need to be. You know what I mean? And I think that's the best thing to do, because, you know, it's one thing to get into healing and then get in a relationship, get, you know, tangled up in that, and then you're like, oh, I should have just stayed on my path. But now I'm wise enough to where I'm like, okay, I'm going with the flow. I'm allowing things to, and it feels like this person who has their eye on you is like, I just want you to be you. Never stop being who you are. You know, I feel like this person just wants to build some sort of solid foundation, friendship. You know what I mean? Even if it's just, the spiritual tower comes out here in truths. It's communications. All right. The overall outcome for the person that's doing this healing and this lower vibrational energy, what do we have for them, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? Did I put that back in there? We've got a message about starting something new. They're going to start something new. So this person in this healing, a message of something new. Oh, the Devil, Judgment, Chariot, and a victory. They still love you. Whatever you did, whatever this was, you walking away, this moving forward, them losing your energy out of their life created a huge void. So now they're seeking for the truth of what really happened that day. How did they see? Because maybe if they are getting sober and they are starting to recognize truths because they're starting to gain their memory back. So in the beginning of this read, I was having a hard time remembering. I was bleeping out. Hatred will do that to you when you're so fucking mad, right? You don't even know what you say. And it feels like there's somebody here that gets like that. I think the message is that this person is going to make some sort of offer or communication about. So I think their spirit guides are working on them. I think they keep showing them your energy or you or things about you in their dreams, or you're on their heart. It's like, I heard this person say, I wish I could erase you from my heart. And I don't think that that's a possibility. You know, I don't think that's a possibility. The devil says, if you come with me, though, I can help you. If you come with me, I can help erase her off your heart, or her off your heart. And the X comes out with the Judgment again in the Chariot. All right. Wanting to make a move, coming forward, going to be brave and victorious about talking about a 10 of Cups. But they haven't made up their mind about that. Why? Because they're still trying to find balance and the strength. And they're worried about fucking money. Of course you are. Things are heavy right now. But they want to make some sort of small offer. Why? So you don't, the Fool, so you don't take off. Go be victorious without them in some way. I think somebody's soul's aching for somebody else. You know what I mean? On the soul level, and we know we're playing this wild-ass game down here, right? Having these soul lessons and evolving, because the soul wants to have the experience. The flesh is the humanistic side, the heart space, right? That we honor, these emotions, this unknowing, because we lose our telepathy and that divine connection with the all-knowing. we kind of slip down into a lower vibration where those energies, we're in duality, you know what I mean? It's like turn your cell phone off when we get in the airplane. I don't know why I just heard that. All right, what else? Let's sum this up. What else do we have that needs to come out? Inventiveness. Your higher self says, I have the ability to take control of my life. Through a creative attitude, I create what is best for my heart. I firmly believe that I can change my inner and outer world by turning every thought into an action. I bring light into my life by doing things in the image of God. And light and God is just talking about doing things in the upright. God is somebody who's honorable. Things are in truth and integrity in the light. God is the light. It's the same thing. That's why when it comes into the darkness, it illuminates things we once didn't see, and it's like, hallelujah, because we've seen something we didn't once, and it feels like a miracle. But really, it's just a truth. When the truth comes out, we don't even know how to recognize that anymore because we get so deceived from not being able to tap into our discernment into slower vibration until we learn how to ascend consciously. All right, any other numbers that need to come out for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. I'm hearing the name Brittany and James. Hearing the name Brittany and James. Markup. 777 comes out. All right. Let's get some spiritual gifts out here. What kind of spiritual gifts are in the collective that are coming online? These awakening. This is just going to be confirmation if you've been getting dreams, or you might see synchronicities after you watch this, hear this. My reads are all timeless, by the way. Whenever you find this, this is the year 2005, February 10th, 2005? 2025. I'm giving away all my secrets. Where have you been traveling to, 2005? I was a sophomore in high school. The junior in high school. All right, what kind of spiritual gifts for the highest good? Those that need it the most. Those that are seeking to advance on their spiritual path in wisdom. Ooh, I've never seen that one come out before. We've got Candle Maker. Somebody's like, oh my gosh, this is such a good synchronicity. Channeling, 777, as I say that. What other spiritual gifts are coming online? Runes, anything else? One more shuffle. Palmistry comes out again, so I could have the same energy, and this message keeps trying to reach somebody about doing palmistry, getting palmistry done, or working in palmistry and runes, being able to look at lines, signatures, symbols, synchronicities, and to get a message from them because you're divinely connected. Somebody here has all of the clairs in a very open crown chakra. Somebody works with Yeshua, the Ascended Master, and that is their go-to, is through the Christ. And whatever way that you look at that, to me, I look at it as energy, not so much, I know it's a man, Jesus, but it's the energy that I'm talking about. Somebody works with this, and they could do that using candles. Candle Maker comes out. You are being called to explore crafting sacred candles for rituals and spiritual healing for the soul. So when I say rituals, I know some people could get a little freaked out. A ritual is just like getting up, brushing your teeth, putting your hair in a bun, starting your coffee. Sitting down, reading your newspaper. People even do that anymore. Scrolling TikTok, whatever. That's a ritual. We all have them. We all have something that kind of puts our body and says, hey, we're starting our morning. This could say, hey, my intent with this candle is to bring healing. So when they light it, may the Christ light touch and be and swarm around, putting intention for people in candles. Alignment comes out as I say that, 777. So this is definitely a confirmation from somebody. I feel like you're going to get lucky. And I talked about winning the lottery earlier. I feel like somebody is going to win the lottery. There's money, and it's unexpected. It's a win. So if you do, congratulations. Come back and leave a comment, because I normally don't. There's a lot of money on this table tonight. A lot of money out here. A lot of money. And you got somebody here that's victorious. I'm telling you. Somebody's going to pick the right numbers, and somebody's going to pick the right, and you got it. Your intuition's going to guide you. I talked about the universe guiding somebody, and that could be your free break, is that you followed your intuition, bought the ticket, and you even, they told you which ones to pick, or numbers, or which scratch-offs, and your guides hooked you up with some abundance for your hard work and your intuition. I feel that. That's awesome. I've had that happen to me, so I know how amazing that is, and it's always like when I'm down to my last $25 for fuel, or you know what I mean, something awesome comes through. When I first started going through my dark night of the soul, stuff like that happened for me all the time, the more I put into the divine. So with the candle making and putting in beautiful intentions of the Christ consciousness, the Christ light, healing modalities, bringing anywhere you're being creative and you're harnessing that healing creative energy into something, into matter, and then you put a tent behind it, so when somebody else uses it, my goal is to connect with the Christ consciousness or the divine, and I light this for healing. Think about 2 intentions went in, and now you're having this alchemical, it's in the quantum field. You've made connection. You know what I mean? And those could be 2 energies that know each, you know what I mean? That it feels like miraculous things are going to happen. Your progress is recognized with 777 alignment out here. Your angels whisper to you. Your progress is recognized and your alignment is here. It is within your reach. The whisper is reminding you to stay the course and feel source working through you. Your gifts are being recognized. I say healing. Affirmations. I blossom and bloom. As I use my gifts, all things simply align as I feel the feeling of the divine. And it's like even saying a mantra like that into the candle for goodness. Goodness gracious, pitfalls of fire. Somebody has that song on their head quite a bit. That's funny. Do you believe in magic? Ba-ba-da-ta-ta. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. There ain't no damn sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Runes, you are being called, speaking of runes, Rune the song, runes, you are being called to explore the ancient Norse method of divination using their alphabet to assess higher guidance and to see into the future. Everything's always happening at the same time, you know what I mean? We just have the ability to connect into those advanced states of being in this physical realm. So yes, things are, and I talked about that. You get with your twin flame, that other energy of you that's evolved, because you're evolving it here within the duality. It's just going to be a beautiful relationship that somebody realizes. You're going to look in somebody's eyes and you're going to feel, it's not like for the first time. It's just like that safety and security. Somebody is gentle with you. Somebody's very concerned about, I'm not going to say concerned, but somebody wants to make sure that you're taken care of. Somebody wants to make sure that you know that you're safe. Somebody could see that you go through probably a lot, and you could just be this safety nook for this person, and they don't have that, so they really appreciate having you in their life. Channeling, you are being called to download and to deliver messages from the spirit realm to bring closure, healing, and peace. Very gifted, intuitive people out here that have gone through quite a bit on their path, and I'm really proud of you guys. I know because I've been there. I've been into drugs and alcohol, and not just that, just childhood traumas, my own ways of being hard on myself, this attributes of self I chose to come into until I started to awakening into the light. I was born in the shadow. I'm in shadow. And then I just harness the light, and then I have this beautiful duality that I'm able to bring through, and it for me, it forms this channeling for me as well, and I know that energy. It's so beautiful when you get messages, and then you start realizing how, who, what, why, and then you realize you don't even, it's not about what it is, it's just that it's, if you're always wondering about what and who it, why it is, you're kind of missing out on the point that it is, that you're experiencing it. You know what I mean? It's like, does it matter if it has a face or a name or, but when you're in that energy, do you feel magnificent? Do you feel loved and connected? And like the whole world stops for a moment, you know? And the whole world stops for a moment when you're in this connection. And it looks like that. When you stare at the light for the first time and you haven't seen it, and a door opens and you experience kindness and trueness and loyalty and love from a space within your own being, and then you recognize this in somebody else that is equally as patient and understanding and as curious, this is where the adventures start, my friend. This is it. It's just nice and slow. You just take a look and just see if it's something you want to go into. But you know this light. You know this healing. Your soul remembers. Your body might not, but your soul does. Our minds will play tricks on us, you know. They're very programmed by all the things that we ingest on a daily basis within our being, and energetically as well. The sounds that we hear, the tones of others' voices, the words. It's very important. Well, I guess it's not important. It becomes important once you realize the destruction that it has. Okay, it doesn't become important because you can say that out the ass, but until somebody realizes the effect that their words have on somebody else, you know, like cruel parents that are so mean to their children and talk so cruel to them. You break this. These kids and our children, their young minds come from this light and this energy, this love. And if you're a parent who treats your children or your child or has done something in that way, and you're finding your way back into the graces of, you don't feel like you deserve to be in the light, you feel like a terrible person, you feel like you really don't deserve to live, somebody feels like that. And I want to say, we all come and we learn things, and I send prayers out to you in so much love, and just know that you belong to this light. There is always forgiveness in the light. You can always come home. Always come home. But to be able to dwell in that light, you either go to the other side or you drop this this facade that you carry, and you just come into it, and it's full exposure. And sometimes the exposure is exactly what you're going through. If you got caught, if you are in a spot that sucks, if you feel like you're at the end of your rope and you're lost, this is this space. Energetically, this is where God has led you to the door that says, do you remember? Don't you remember the reason you loved me before? Baby, come back to me, the light says. In the light, it's warm. Even though vulnerability, we're taught on this planet to be vulnerable is to be weak. It's to be taken advantage of or hurt. And that's not true when you have discernment. Vulnerability is one of the bravest things that you can step into. I know, because I used to get so pissed to be humbled and to be humiliated. It fucking used to make me so mad. And I had to do a lot of work on myself. Because I was like, no, fuck that. And then now I'm just like, thank you, that. Thank you, Spirit Guides. I missed the point. I didn't see it, but now I do. And I recognize that's within me. And the more you're like, oh my gosh, I'm making this connection. Every time I walk closer and I look within, I notice something that there must be something that I haven't seen before. You're recognizing something. It's an epiphany. Epiphany? It's an epiphany. It's deja vu. It comes through and it's like, wow. How could I hurt somebody in that way? How could I speak to somebody in that state of being? How can I ever you know what I mean? How can they ever forgive me? How can I ever move to this space of being with this person or myself again? And it's like, you learn to walk in that light and truth, and people remember the things that you did do, and they see you now. They see that it's authentic, it's genuine, your actions match up. You know, maybe you're not a person of many words now. Now you're just energy, and people feel that around you. You could have made a huge transformation, or you're in the process of embarking. the worst part's over. You know, if you're sitting in jail or if you're sitting somewhere you don't want to be or you're alone, just know the worst part of that is over. Now you're alone. The hardest part is recognizing that you're not one, because we're surrounded by thousands of energies. All over, everything, everywhere. If you could see, you'd shit yourself. But not only that, but you have you. And the saddest thing is we've forsaken ourselves for the attention of others. We have that voice in our head that, you know, it's like, oh, we gotta get the car, get the kids, get the keys, get the wallet, you know, we gotta do all this. But the real you that's like, you know, before somebody walks in and you have a crush on them, you're like, God, I hope they think they look like I look good, or you feel this very stereotypical type of being. It's like when you really get to connect with yourself, you can laugh with yourself. You can be humiliated. You're good with being naked. You're good with your wrinkles. You're good with your gray hairs. You're good with your mom and dad bod. And you're working on it now. You know what I mean? What you weren't good with is being absolutely miserable inside your own body. You know how terrible that is to feel miserable within your own being? To see the light all around you, and why are you the only one that's trapped and can't move forward? In my head, zombies. This is a deep thinker. I think that if this is you and you're listening to this message and God's showing you this light, these rays of light, because there's a lot. Look out of the light, it looks completely different. Doesn't it? Alright, we had palmistry out here. You are being called to explore the physical features of hands to uncover soul's challenges, paths, and purposes. And that can be done through in so many ways. Divination is such a wonderful tool to use. It's just the way our minds work, you know, our creative expression. How done dare do ya recognize your abilities when you try to make them look like everybody else's? You could just do it in a very unique, different way. You know, sometimes I have a mound of cards out here, sometimes I have none. Sometimes it's rowdy and crazy, and sometimes it's nice and calm and just very heart-centered, heart-based. So I know my expression is constantly in and out of, you know what I mean? We speak in vibration, so I think that that's the most important thing. We understand in vibration, the way we're using a lot of senses to preconceive these things and meld the light body with the spiritual, or with the spiritual being, with the being. Hi, Travis Key. You are an angel. Thank you. Thank you, Travis. I appreciate that. Hi, Constance Black. Thank you guys for coming in. Hi, Bill. I've had an orb airport in my room lately. I know, Bill. Hi, Luis. Oh, your message got deleted. What did you say? Redacted. Was it naughty? I guess I won't know. Hi, Pluto. Why did I see Pluto when it was Jerry's name with Luis underneath? I need to get... I'm just making shit up now. Paradigm shift. Hi. Connected with President Trump and Elon Musk on Truth Social. Hi, Mariah. S8. Joshua. Hey, Josh, you're back in here again. The darker the pain, the brighter the light. I'm so glad you said that, because oh my gosh, that's so synchronistic. I have this beautiful saying that I heard a while ago, and it was actually when I first started my channel, and it says, where the wound is where the light enters. Beautiful saying. I love that. Where the wound is where the light enters. And the light is the truth. The light exposes what we need to see, what we need to feel. I love you, Miss Casey, and y'all. I love you too, Bill. Hi, Trigger Warden. What up? Hi, Alicia. Trigger. Tell me more, like does he have a car? Alright. Thoughts from the person on the collective's mind. I know some of you are interested in these, but so I've got a lot of people that watch. Some people need the message, so I'm going to do it. I'm just going to get up here and do it. It's going to take a lot of courage. I remember when I started my channel, I was so freaking nervous, man. Just getting up here, 44 as I say that. Thank you guys for the likes. Person on your mind. You trigger wounds from my past that I have not let go of yet. I cannot stop focusing on my mistakes and feeling regret. The 5 of Cups. In the past, I was making choices in a careless or superficial way. Now I feel I have a higher duty in everything I do. I must have a deep meaning. Judgment. That's judgment 3 times that came out in energy in tonight's read. And I think you're going to see that play out. I'm hearing Wednesday for somebody. All right, here we go. That was number 20 that came out. Judgment. Person on the collective's mind for those that are interested. These reads are timeless. These reads are timeless. 777. So whenever you see this, 333. These are sign synchronicities. It could just be something that the divine channels through me that gives you the answer that you need. These readings are for you to use your intuition. They're just bits and pieces. You talk to your guides and see how, or you can ask. If you want to connect with me in real time, even if you're watching this 3 years later, ask your guides. The divine is very mysterious. I've done this and I do this with other readers that I connect to. I'll ask my guides and it'll be, I'll go back to reads from readers from like 3-4 years ago. I like watching the old reads. I just do. And I'll get in there and I'll talk to my higher self and I'll say, okay, let's set this up. This is what I'm needing a confirmation on this, but I need to hear this exact word or this phrase, or it has to do with these 2 things. Because I'm very specific when it gets to my guides, the way I communicate with them. This is what I need to hear. This is what I need to know. So I need these things. If not, it's not my message. It's not meant for me. There's nothing in it. Okay. Every time we get past our arguments and get on the same page, I feel on top of the world and I succeed in all I do. 6 of Wands. I tend to take on more tasks than I can handle, so I distract myself from my feelings until I fall into exhaustion or illness. The 10 of Wands. All right. Person on your mind, what are they letting go of at this time? Dependency. Talked about addiction being out here. It's the first card out here. They are letting go of being dependent on other energies outside of their very own self, their own intuition. Or that is the divine's goal at this point. Neglect. Neglecting their own self, their feelings, thoughts, feelings of others. What else is the divine helping this person on their mind heal from at this time? Wow, that one was a floater. Control freak. Letting go of control. Sorry, I didn't know I just said freak. And distrust. Yeah. And I think it's because you don't trust yourself. And that's why you have, wow, look at all that wanted to spill out as soon as I called it spade a spade. Numbness. Oh, that comes out perfectly. And resistance. Neglect, dependency, control, and resistance. Numbness. To feel pain is to be alive and to be human. Resistance. Go with the flow and be open to life's changes. You've got control out here. By letting go of the illusion of control, we open ourselves in guidance, in genuine freedom. Told you, I'm just out here making shit up. Somebody probably thinks that too when they read that. This is a crock of shit. Neglect. Lend to your inner garden and it will flourish. So this is about somebody needing to go within, and I think this is the divines. Because we want everybody to ascend. We want everybody. I mean, shit, remember when we went through our dark night of soul? It wasn't fucking pretty. I'm sure, I know I was the talk of the town in some ways, not because of any, not because of promiscuity, anyways, I would say, but definitely, no fucks given. I'll kick ass and take names, riding Harleys and fucking getting in fist fights, drinking, having a gay old time. We'll have a gay old time. What is that? The Flintstones. Find strength in self-sufficiency and empowerment. So I just want to send out a huge wave of energy of healing to those that are struggling in addictions. I think everybody, I know everybody is made from the divine light, that we are having these, well, I'm not going to push it too far on that, I guess, now, but I'm going to say, everybody has the capability to tap into that outside of clones, AIs, you guys get what I'm saying. I feel like it sucks, man. It sucks when you get pushed into having to do the healing, because it's always not, I mean, that's why Tower comes, you're like, hey, motherfucker, shit's about to start getting hard for you, you know, and I just think that people prolong things, the numbness, the deflecting, the not wanting to feel. And the unfortunate thing is that these are family members. These are also people. And if you've been in a situation, you understand. As an addict, myself, and addiction comes with control. Addicted to controlling. Addicted to the way you stereotype people, judging. It could come in all forms. Overeating, overspending. It could be anything. Hoarding. There's so many different types of addiction, but the ones that tear apart your family, as soon as I say that, the Six of Cups comes out again. I really hope you are able to get your life back on track for those that need to hear that message. I know that you can do it. I know that you are capable of it. I'm going to tell you, if I can do it, you can do it. You can do it. Trust me. You gotta have girth, you know. This is where the divine separates the weak from the women. Or I guess you can't say that anymore. The weak from the mice from the men. Is there, you know, who cares? Who fucking cares? I gotta stop watching Tyler's tarot. I find myself repeating stuff. I just like to watch it because it's like ever since Jerry Springer died, there's just nothing really good on anymore. So when I watch Tyler's tarots, I kind of get a little bit of that, you know. Dr. Phil, Oprah. Alright, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for hitting the like and subscribe button. If you guys want a personal read with me, they are an hour long. They are $65. It is a live or recorded. It is up to you if we can make times meet, depending on where in the country or on the planet you are. I've done some reads with some amazing people. Ireland, Scotland, UK, Mexico. Just so many beautiful places. Email me. It's pinned below. It is angeldynasty33@gmail.com. All lowercase. Angel Dynasty. You can also find it in the description box below. I do 30-minute reads too. I do 35-minute reads for $30. Gotta get some sort of a deal in there. I need to figure out something else. Channel's going through a transformation right now. If you guys want to go through, check out some other reads. If I resonate with you, go ahead and just use your guides. Okay, so when you're looking for a read, or you're looking for information, or your intuition, and some people use pictures, some people, you know, are visual learners, some people go off of the words. Find something that resonates with your soul. You'll know. You'll just feel guided to click on it, and there will be something in there for you. My reads, we cover everything. It's never the same thing. Sometimes maybe a couple days in a row we might pick up on the same story, but for the most part, it seems to fluctuate, at least in my opinion anyways, as the one delivering the messages. But I'm also I sit in that energy and feel it. So to you guys, they might all seem the same. Shit, I don't know. I just work here and it's my first day. Yeah, the 30-minute deal is good. Well, I see some people who do $65 for 3 questions or $35 for a question. I was like, fuck, I can bust a question out like that. You know what I mean? What is somebody's soul getting out of that? You know what I mean? As far as guidance from their spirit guides or, you know what I mean? Maybe some people just got the money to blow and want to know if they're sleeping with somebody else. I don't fucking know. Like I said, I thought that was expensive. You know what I mean? 3 questions for $65. Fucking an hour. We cover most of your life and past lives. For real, though. Some things, or just fucking future shit. We go through some crazy stuff. Jerry, I love our reads. We always have the best reads, man. Oh, so good. Alright, guys. I am out of here. Jason. Kennard, what up? What up, brother? Guys, I got my taxes done today. I feel so good. I stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday after I got off of the live and got dishes and some stuff done. I don't know how, but I'm like trying to get the housework caught back up. You know what I mean? As soon as I get laundry done, well, we had sick kids. So I woke up this morning, I'll post it. My daughter threw up all over me. So I've been up since 4:30 this morning. I am going to eat some dinner and I'm going to go to bed. I have 2 reads that one I wasn't able to do today because I had an orthodontist appointment my daughter did not communicate with me about. So I have to make that up, and then I need to get Madison's read done too that I need to re-record. I don't know if anybody else, content creators, are having issues with their uploading or their videos, but it feels like it is taking a long time. That's why I prefer to do the live reads personally. It's just there, and as soon as we get off, I just send you the link as it's recorded, and you're completely good to go. So it is what it is. We'll figure it out. I'm new to YouTube. I don't even. There's so much statistics in that YouTube fucking zone when you go to look at the channel stuff. Oh, and I will have you say, I now have 66% men that follow me. I don't know how many other channels. For tarot channels, because I always hear all of the females say, I know there's more women than men that watch me. So if I have 66 men that watch me, I think we're doing something different on this channel, because I think that's awesome. I think healing the masculine in all of us is very important. You know what I mean? And bringing some more of that femininity back in there. There's that damn dog. Thank you, Radiant Insights. My love to all. You're such a sweetheart. You're such a sweetheart. So I just thought, thank you. I appreciate that. That is so nice of you. Thank you. You guys are so generous to me in your donations. I'm really grateful for that. Thank you. So I just think that's interesting, you know, that there's a different turn in the tide that's coming around. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you, there's nothing sexier than a man who's in tune with his innermost parts of himself. His highs, his lows, isn't a little bitch, and, you know, can admit, you know, fuck, I needed to change something because I wasn't going to be good for myself or anybody else. And I think anybody has the humility, especially a man with my experience in men, it's very important to a woman to know that they have that loyalty and that security in somebody who's secure in their self. Because when you can only love somebody to the depth that you love yourself truly. You can only be there for somebody to the depth that you will be there for yourself. And I think that's blatantly obvious in a lot of situations at this point, isn't it? So the more that you turn to loving yourself, one, you don't focus so much on things outside of yourself. You don't become dependent on anything, but the days that you feel off, you're like, man, my connection feels like it kind of dissipated today. And, you know, we're always shifting and changing and vibrating and moving and ascending, and there's highs and lows. Not every day in spirituality is fucking grandiose. It sucks. This is not a job for the weak. It's not. And I think that any man that is out there, women too, but I'm talking to the men right now that subscribe to this channel, having 66% men, more than women. And my age groups are from 18 years old all the way to, I think it's 65 and over. And I think that it's awesome that I am pretty even throughout the board on that. So I think the channel is doing good. If you guys have any suggestions or anything that you would like to see from the channel that we can incorporate to bring some healing, or you want to touch on, or that you think that I'm good at bringing through, that you like, that helps, I'm gonna do a poll tomorrow, and you guys please be honest with your suggestions and what you'd like to see that helps you, you know, because I have a lot of different abilities in channeling and ways of bringing things. So if you guys like it one way, for some, or you want to touch on certain subjects, or when we do the, let me know what's bringing this through. I want to keep that line of communication open through the channel, the high, I'm talking about the channel through my crown chakra, and but the channel, so that we can stay connected and grow. All right, guys, I love you. I'm out of here. Kisses from Idaho. Everybody be safe and have a beautiful Tuesday morning.